Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and we are playing with Mono Blue Merfolk in Modern. How does Mono Blue get upgraded by the new Throne of Eldraine card, Brazen Borrower? If you want to find out, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our match, we're going to thank our sponsors, starting with themanabase.com, your home base for everything Magic the Gathering, and the MTG Mastermind, the coaching program. Take your game to the next level. If you want to learn from people who are making top 8s at the Grand Prix and going to the Players Tour, you're going to want to learn from the MTG Mastermind. And lastly, we're going to thank Card Hoarder for being our sponsor, lending the digital cards that we can play test, new from Throne of Eldraine. Thanks to Card Hoarder, an online digital service for digital Magic.
This guy's got the best username.
Squee Goblin Nabob? No, this is definitely someone we've played before.
Well, you played the deck.
I have to mulligan this. We're on the play. We ran actually really well with die rolls. You'll keep this, and I think we'll get rid of Force of Negation.
Game over.
Now, the cool thing is with the Oboro, we can bounce it back to our hand for Benthic Biomancer to cycle away. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of Force of Negation. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see what they do, because I could keep the vial on 1.
Show a red, come on.
Show a red.
I want to see you actually play that stupid goblin.
What goblin?
The Nabob.
Oh,
play
that's definitely not
permanent,
happening.
he goes back.
Oh, it's just boy control. Boring. I'm just going to attack. Can't Spreading Seas. I could play Benthic Biomancer at end of turn and then loot. It's not a bad idea, but I'm just going to get in for damage.
Let him hurt himself anyway. Pay for it.
Now I wish I had the Spreading Seas.
Pay for it.
Sorry, now I wish I had the Force of Negation.
You have 3 more in the deck.
Oh, this is not what I think it is. Oh, this is Whir. Nasty. You nasty. You Whir players. Well, this hand sucks. Against Whir.
Still gonna come out on
Absolute
top,
garbage. It's nasty Whir players. Dude, I guess I can. I can hard cast this Benthic Biomancer. Yeah. I don't really want to Spreading Seas anything.
Don't want to give him more blue mana.
I don't, because they could use it for Whir of Invention. But I could Spreading Seas the Hollow Fountain. Oh. Enjoy your time while it's still around. Enjoy.
It'll never get banned.
Finally, a lot of pros are starting to complain about it. Pros and notable players. Well, that is awful. Enjoy your time. Your time is up really soon. Yeah, we're lost. We're basically lost. Well, this might not be exactly the Whir deck. Maybe this is the new Emery version.
What does Switching Well do?
I don't even know. Enters the battlefield, scry 2. Sacrifice it, draw 2 cards. For 4 mana. We are going to die, though. Some horrible death.
Ooh.
These cards... our hand drew very, very poorly.
Swing for 2.
Very, very poorly.
Maybe you can just
for
beat
this
him down
matchup.
with Mutavault for the next 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 6 turns.
Very unlikely. Very, 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 very unlikely. I'll do my best, but, you know, all it takes is, like, Urza, and then the game's over. I'm not super familiar with all the new Emery decks that have been designed lately.
Stop it.
And certainly this is a matchup where you want to be playing Simic Merfolk, but you know, we'll try to deal with it. Looks like Urza. Oh, this is just a paradoxical outcome deck. Okay. Yield through this turn. Probably yield to the game. So they draw like a million cards. So maybe this we have a chance against, because you just need to counter the paradoxical outcome either with like Force of Negation or Deprive, and like, your game is not too bad.
Maybe you didn't dump that. Force of Negation, your starting hand.
It's clear that we don't have Force of Negation after we didn't counter the paradoxical outcome, so I'm just skipping through the turn. Save myself some time. Main deck Engineered Explosives, though, that's a beating. That's a beating. But we do have the Mare Regery. We also have Master of Waves. Probably I'm not going to side it in, but we do have Master of Waves. It helps play around Engineered Explosives.
No.
Just playing a few. It's clunky, though. Witching Well.
My grandfather had a fake well in his backyard.
Oh yeah, I guess so. It was fake, wasn't it? That well did not bring water. It brought birds.
Roll them out.
Yeah, nothing uses white mana.
Or swing for 2. Boom, boom, boom.
If I draw a creature, great. If I don't draw a creature and draw a land, there we go. Actually, that's a good land to draw. All of a sudden, we are sort of in the game here.
Mutavault. It's in the game.
I don't know what the odds of us winning from here are.
10%. 20%.
Just let everyone know, Engineered Explosives on 0 cannot kill Immutavaults, but it looks like they're preparing for another paradoxical outcome.
Blush the Coil weird. That would be a real left field card to play.
It wouldn't be terrible in this deck, because they can play so many things for like very little mana. That Blister Coil Weird would attack for quite a bit. That'd be the weirdest combo. Just paradoxical outcome all this stuff just to keep pumping up the Blister Coil Weird.
I think I just developed a new deck right now.
And like the red decks usually can't play. I mean, red decks wouldn't do this, but Blister Coil Weird is blue.
Red blue, yeah.
Look, you know enough about this game that you can just jam Blister Coil Weird in the Paradox outcome deck.
That would be a paradoxical outcome.
Turn 1, Blister Coil Weird. Turn 2, Mishra's Bauble, Mox Opal, Everflowing Chalice. This stuff doesn't kill me.
I'm copywriting my deck.
So if we rip a Lord, I mean, maybe we can win. Lord? They have to discard? Like, none of this wins. A lot of this stuff draws cards, but none of this, like, literally wins.
He discarded Master's Office.
I'm surprised we've survived this long. Mutavault Beatdown is doing its job. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, well, why didn't you cast artifact spells? I don't understand.
He doesn't look
You
like a
couldn't?
master.
Oh, maybe everything's clunky. Sacrifice an artifact. Target player puts the top 3 cards of their library into their graveyard. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, you may untap this. Oh, so they can mill us out. Great. It's Fairy Time Raveler. Great. Lord? Not Lord.
But not bad.
Not bad. We can turn off Psy at their upkeep.
Swing for 4. He's not going to block.
Attack for 4. Well, they will.
You might have a pump spell.
Yeah, I'm going to double pump up my Mutavaults.
Yeah, scale up.
I don't have green mana.
Or mutagenic growth, rather.
Okay, so let's hopefully turn off any stupid nonsense that Psy's going to prepare for this turn. Their plan is to make a token army. I have something to say about this army. They could just play another Psy. If they have another one in their deck.
Well, he put one in the graveyard.
No. Oh, you're right. Yeah, they did.
You binned it.
They did.
Put it in the circular file. The trash can.
The circular file? Okay, now we should lose. Like, I don't know why we would... Why would this game go on any longer? You're basically gonna have infinite mana. Well, but no Psy, though. Psy's turned offline this turn, so... Trickster came in that handy. Maybe all it takes is one top deck Lord, and it's all over. Witching Well, so they can keep adding mana with everything that they draw. Just yield through this turn. I really don't care. I'm not going to represent. No, I better.
What's this payoff card that he's looking for? With Whir. What are you trying to cast?
Turn off audios. I want to turn off audios. Huh?
What is he trying to cast with Whir? Ideally.
Ensnaring Bridge? I don't know. This isn't Urza. This is the Paradoxical Outcome deck. This is the Paradox. Urza Paradox. Let's see what's in here. It's got Psy. It's got Paradoxical Outcome. So the idea is to... I understand the idea is to just draw just an obscene number of cards. It's got Engineered Explosives. It's got Everflowing Chalice. And Explosives for 2.
3.
That's
4,
not good.
5.
That's going to make it very hard to win. Because now if we draw an Island Walk Lord, it's not even... Doesn't even matter.
Take it up in case you get...
Doesn't matter. Why?
Card draw.
This is why I don't have 4 Spreading Seas in my Simic Merfolk deck. I just drew so many of these. I mean, maybe this is the win condition. Just hit me this construct.
Well, swing for 6. You can only block 2 things.
I really don't know what I'm doing here. Not particularly hoping for anything.
Well, he's going to have to crack that explosives eventually, and you got more loads in the deck.
Does anything else go with my... Well... Yeah, but they just won't crack it. Well, I drew the Lord that I wanted to draw, but this is late. Damn.
Swing for 6. With Island Walk.
Well, then they're going to crack explosives. They can crack explosives by tapping these things for mana because Urza said so.
Gotta get it off the board eventually.
Alright, let's just hope they click through their turn then. And then I'm just going to... Do I have to? Do you have to tap this? No! I'm not doing it. I should have Spreading Sea something else to keep drawing cards. No! No! I'm not doing anything. Screw it.
So...
I should have used my mana to Spreading Sea something. Then I could draw another card.
Should use all this management science education that you're getting.
Yeah, I didn't manage my mana very well. Because attacking is useless. They blow up everything. Are they going to activate Urza?
Urza loves to be activated.
Urza wants to be turned on. Turn on Urza. How to turn on your Urza.
5 simple steps for your money back. This offer is submitted after you write us a check.
1 minute. I'm trying to think, how do we win? Might have something to do with Brazen Borrower. Might have something to do with Brazen Borrower.
Big Bill Hell.
You can draw through your deck, I guess. We might have just won this game if we just kept that Force of Negation. But, like, I had no idea I was going to be up against this deck. But I am more confident against this than, say Urza. Urza is just harder. Like, I think I can let a lot of this stuff resolve and just hit the paradoxical outcome, and then that'd be it.
Poof.
And certainly, Engineered Explosives is going to be annoying, but it might not be the end of the world. Spreading Seas is garbage, though. We drew all 4 of them. This was the very wrong matchup to draw all 4 Spreading Seas.
Can he kill you now?
No.
Then maybe you'll win, because Explosives is tapped, right?
That doesn't matter.
Oh.
Explosives does not need to tap. Okay, I'm just gonna yield through the turn. It's fine.
Nothing you can do.
It's obvious I don't have Force of Negation. I don't know why I'm yielding like this. Do whatever you want.
You're watching a true master at work here.
Oh, I guess they can kill me right now. Yeah, they'll crack the explosives, and then attack for 26 with the construct. Guess this is how they win.
You could violin the guy after and block. You could vial him in, block, and then hope you draw another lord next turn.
Ugh, a second? Oh, for 1 color this time. Oh, so they're gonna crack for 1, make me reveal what's going on with the ether vial. It's fine. And if I put something in for 2, then they crack the second one.
Clever son of a bitch. How did you get so smart?
Yeah.
Probably watching your videos.
So we will bring in Ceremonious Rejection. Actually, is this good? What do I do with this? What do I counter? Can't even counter Witching Well.
It's blue.
Engineer Explosives.
You
That's
should play
enough.
with that well.
That's actually enough reason. Bring in the counter spells. We'll actually bring in Chalice of the Void. I'll just play it on 0. It'll prevent our opponent from wanting to cast anything on 0. Oh, we'll take out... Well, Spreading Seas. This is dog shit. Are you good? Probably not. Actually, Silver Gildap's not good either. But the problem is, the Borrower is going to never be able to attack into any of those Thopter tokens. And I don't know if returning anything to our opponent's hand is going to be worthwhile. I don't think this deck is playing with Bridge. Are they playing with Bridge? How many bridges are they playing? I see none in this list. I see a lot of removal.
Good stuff.
I have to mulligan this hand because it cannot interact with our opponent at all. We put in a lot of hate cards. We should try to at least draw to one of them, like Force Negation. I wouldn't even mind a Chalice of the Void just to put on 0. It's not like the greatest clock anyway. This hand's not good either. What do I want to go to 5? 2 Mutavaults.
3 Mutavault.
Well, I'm gonna get rid of one.
No.
This deck is so explosive. This deck can do a lot very early.
Mulligan down to a counterspell.
Yeah, but then I'm a mulligan to something I can't win with. Because now if I mulligan a 5 and I have a hand with Force Negation, it's like a 3-card hand. Okay, I'll keep it. We get one redraw with Benthic Biomancer. It's a pretty crappy hand, though. It is slow. It's okay to be. I think it's okay to be slow in this matchup. But you need to have some interaction. So my plan will be to play Benthic Biomancer and activate him. I think Chalice on 0 is pretty good in this matchup. There's a lot of cheap stuff. Even Chalice on 1 might be good. A few times I have played against this deck, they're like, play all their stuff from their hand, paradoxical outcome, counter it, and they're like, ugh, I can't do anything. That's it. It's over. You got me.
Good stuff.
Looks like they bring in a lot of removal. So I don't want that removal to eat our Benthic Biomancer. It's really important that we keep curving out, or we keep drawing. It's really important that we exchange some of these cards for something else. Watching well. Their hand is pretty clunky and slow.
Another one.
Well, we'll see. They probably have a land drop in their hand.
You should be playing with this card.
I can. Doesn't look like something I want to play with. Oh, they have nothing still? No land.
Merfolk could use those Serum Visions or something. That's the big biff.
It is. I will...
Swing for 3.
Sure. Swing for 3. They have Collective Brutality in their hand. Good on them. Next turn we can attack for 6, then hopefully lethal. Okay, Mox Opal.
Not good enough. Opals really aren't worth that much in real life.
They're very expensive.
Well, if they're really huge.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Opals are a pretty common stone.
Oh, you're talking about the actual stone. Explosives on 1. Attack for 8. How do you activate this? You don't even have mana.
Can't even do anything, bro.
Okay, they've got a clunky hand.
Urza can whiff. Urza's not infallible. Is it over?
No, but it's close. We'll attack for 8. It's very, very close.
Stone cold over. You can deprive that.
I will.
Boom. That's a gut shot right there.
Did I play a land this turn?
Yeah, you played the Mutivault.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Well, he hasn't resigned, so we still think there's hope.
So here's the deal. If they want to crack the engineer explosives, they can. But I still have lethal on the board.
Nice. Draws the next card. Draws the next card. What does it matter? It's
Alright,
over.
so...
You can't change the bat.
I don't like that we have Chalice on the draw. But it's still going to be good. I'm just going to run it back. Can this help me in any way? Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast spells from the graveyards or libraries. I think it helps against Emery.
Draft Digger's Cage is Salute's favorite card. I have decided.
Why? Just cuz?
Just cause.
Yeah, we'll keep this. I think Force Negation goes a long way in this matchup.
I think this guy really should bring in this Nabob. Might up his game a little. Everybody plays with this card.
People are talking about banning this in Pauper. Pauper people, how do you feel about Arkham's Astroblade? So I'm trying to figure out how to prepare my hand. I think we're going to be sacrificing this Trickster to the Force Negation. Like, one option is to play Mutavault and start attacking with Mutavault, but the other option is to play a Master of the Pearl Trident next turn, then Mutavault the next turn. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Mutavault on the play is very valuable. Mutavault on the draw, I don't know, is a good attacking plan. Oh, this is interesting. We don't have Island Walk. Chalice on 0, sure. Or Chalice on 1. Everflowing Chalice for 1. Sure. So here's the deal. Like, if they set all this up for a paradoxical outcome and then we just counter it,
Yeah, just fizzle it.
your life sucks.
Then you die. Good stuff. Alright.
Okay, that is good. That is good stuff.
We're setting up a big attack here. Huge, in fact. The beast is getting up. Oh.
There's Mox Opal. I mean, other bad things can happen. They can play, like, Urza. There's Urza.
Everything's tapped. Can't add mana.
Now I might force a negation. The or maybe not. Use force negation pitching a lord, because I might want to save the Trickster now for this construct. Okay, let's see what happens. We're gonna attack into this Urza. We have the option to, like, violin a lord and kill it if they block. Ooh. This helps for future draws. I think... I don't know what the most important is, but we're probably going to play it on 0. Just because I can't afford to do anything else. Give me Island Walk.
Bitch.
You don't give me Island Walk. Okay. Fine.
Poof. Game over. These are the big brain plays right here.
Yeah. So I'm going to play the Trickster now, killing the construct that hurts my opponent's ability to use mana, and also gets rid of their 1 threat. So the construct is as big as the number of artifacts in play, but it loses all those abilities, so you're nothing now.
It's an XX. All XX creatures are very weak to Trickster.
Yeah.
So weak, in fact, that they just disappear.
Or is it a star? Oh, we can't see it. It's gone.
That's how dead it is.
Yeah. But we're running out of cards.
They're running out of options.
And I don't really want to use this Force Negation on...
use your Paradox thing.
anything.
It's just you get poofed.
Okay. Oh, is this wrong? Maybe I have to counter this because now this is like a combo together. Or maybe not necessarily, but it's just going to be a lot of mana. Or it's going to, yeah, it's going to be a lot of mana, a lot of resources, a lot of card advantage.
Now Paradox?
Yeah, it looks like they're going for Paradox this turn. Is it time? Well, now we have other problems, because now they can make Thopters. It's going to be hard to attack into.
More Thopters, more problems.
Yeah. If I can untap, that'll be good, because we can hard cast Force of Negation off of the Mutavault. At least this game is a lot closer than it would be against Urza.
Maybe this
That matchup sucks.
Maybe this Chalice is doing a number on him.
Maybe. Like, maybe they saved their Mishra's Baubles to be played after they played the Saheeli. And now they're at the point where they're like, alright, now they don't actually get an artifact. They can cast it to get a trigger, but that's all they can do.
Might go for it here.
I guess one issue is if they want to activate Urza, they have to crack the fetch land, but if they crack the fetch land, then they get the island. Because I don't think there's any more swamps in the deck. Here's the swamp. So they have to get an island or a watery grave.
Yeah, drain the swamp.
Drain the swamp.
It's not looking good, Urza. I'm sorry.
Paradoxical outcome. No.
Just got hoofed in the balls.
Guess I want to see Silvergill adapt or something. That's too bad. It's too bad we I don't know about this before I draw it, because then this is something I would tick the Vial up to 3 for. Because now we would be in a situation where, like, Urza has to block.
Two cards in hand.
So what we can do is play Mirror Regery and then everything attacks Saheeli. Because what's going to happen is, as they play spells, they get these servos, they get artifact, mana. Does that matter? Then they have to tap them in order to activate Urza. Maybe this isn't as big of a combo as I'm fearing. Otherwise I can attack them. But if I attack them for, say... Do I have lethal on the board?
I
don't.
14 damage.
Only 14. Shoot. You know, if I was a bit smarter, if I was really sharp, I could activate the Mutavault immediately when I draw and attack them, representing that I have a Lord. Maybe get them to block the Urza. I mean, Rajiri is good. It plays around and it pumps up the team.
Pumps up the jam. He's got two cards in hand.
This just really sucks if one of them sends Junior Explosives. Okay, we'll cast this. I think we'll attack Saheeli. It creates a lot of blockers. If I go all out attack them, it's only 13 damage. It's a lot of it's still a lot of damage. Okay, you can cast 3 spells, creating 3 blockers.
Not good enough.
You can chump block here, take 8. Am I attacking for lethal next turn?
This deck on paper costs a pretty penny.
Block, only attacking for 12 next turn. I don't know what's best. Okay, so let's just get rid of my opponent's resources to make mana. I don't know what's best, though. It's tough. It's a tough spot. Like, I want to put my opponent to a decision to lose, but I don't have Island Walk, and my opponent has control over this. So if I don't have Island Walk, these tokens can slowly make blockers. Now there's a lot of cards that we're afraid of. We're afraid of Paradoxical Outcome. We're afraid of Engineered Explosives.
He has to have them, though.
Hopefully Urza's being activated. Not Paradoxical Outcome. Okay, it looks like Urza's being activated. Fatal Push has been found.
Not good enough.
Do they get to play it for free? Without paying its mana cost? That's sick. I don't know about not good enough. It's pretty good to me. Can't kill Rajiri, though.
Unless he shocks, gets the island.
Yeah. Oh, what a blunder. Oh. Yes! The small wins. People keep... They haven't played against Rajiri enough. They haven't played it.
Laugh out loud.
Yeah,
Oops.
everyone goes, oops. I give the winky face. The small victories. Who cares if we lose from here? That was worth it. Y'all stayed long enough to see that happen.
On camera. His blunder is preserved for eternity. So long as you two.
So now maybe this is good because I would bet that our opponent now has to chump block with Urza.
Good stuff, good stuff. Should have picked that son of a bitch up.
We'll definitely play this. Play this, tap servo. Serve in for a lot of damage. Get rid of that stupid Urza again.
Gonna have to block.
Oh, are they resigning? They conceded. Sweet.
Damn.
Their blunder is our victory. Well, if they hit the right thing, they might still be in poor shape because they didn't. They would get one draw step though. They would get another draw step. That's for sure. They would get another draw step. They had to hit a Lord, I guess. They had to hit a Lord. Or they just give us Island Walk and we steamroll them. Alright, so that's not bad. Not bad showing for the deck, and we actually beat... And you know what? I mean, if there's Paradoxical Outcome in the metagame, I'm all for that, because you saw that we don't need too much to interact. I mean, well, we need a Force of Negation to counter the Paradoxical Outcome, but they're preparing the whole game for that one thing, and if you just counter it, they don't do anything else. They just don't do anything else. That was a bit scary, though. Like, they were heavily playing around Island Walk. I was getting scared that we wouldn't be able to deal with anything afterwards. But anyway, that worked out pretty well. Chalice. They had cards in hand that were stuck. Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty confident that it's useful in that matchup. It would dissuade them from playing a bunch of spells on 0, like Everflowing Chalice on 0, Engineered Explosives on 0, just to get a good Paradoxical Outcome going. So it would make the whole deck clunky, plus if you're on the play, you'll shut off Mishra's Bauble and Mox Opal, which will be to your advantage. So maybe Chalice of the Void has more playability in the metagame than I think, but it's... I don't know, it doesn't seem like a bomb player. Oh, I was just thinking, if I have Hercule's Recall, maybe I can play that against the Paradoxical Outcome deck.
All those tokens.
Because it draws... Yeah, you bounce all the tokens... But you also, like from Sai and Saheeli, but you can also, in response to Paradoxical Outcome, I'm sure just bounce all their artifacts. And then the things that we're targeting to draw cards aren't targeted anymore, if I understand the card correctly. So we saw some play out of Brazen Borrower. It's not, it was good. It was good. I wish it was a little bit better against Eldrazi-tron, the one matchup that we lost to. But, you know, whatever. We can live with it. It showed play to be played at instant speed, both against the Titan Shift deck and the Blue-White Control deck. So it was good there. Not really very playable against that Urza Paradox deck. What was the last deck that we were up against?
Before that?
Somewhere in between. There was one matchup.
We had Blue-White Control.
Blue-White Control.
Urza, Tron, or no,
Eldrazi-tron.
Eldrazi-tron. You lost to...
I lost to the Eldrazi-tron deck.
It was Titan Shift.
Yeah. What's the last one?
I don't know. Can't remember.
Neither
It was like 4 days ago.
Yeah, that's right. It was so long ago. Whatever. Brazen Borrower, I think is a good addition to the deck. Now the only question is, do I want 4 of these in the main deck, or do I want to split with some Master of Waves? Doesn't look like we were up against any matchups where that would have mattered. Yeah, it doesn't look like we were up against any matchups where that would have mattered, so maybe Master just sits in the sideboard. Like, if we were up against Burn or Jund or Rock or whatever, we'd bring in Master of Waves. We didn't get into those matchups. Well, whatever. That's fine. The rest of the deck played out pretty well. Just classic Merfolk fishy deck. Super Tempo. This is a super tempo-y version of Merfolk. You got the Merfolk Trickster. You got the Brazen Borrower. You got the trickiness with Mare Reacher. You got the Lord Plan. It's a nice, cute list. Sideboard, I don't know, could be refined. Oh, Neoform. Oh, we screwed Neoform.
Right,
it actually helped us against Neoform. We bounced that Grizzlebrand. Not something. I don't think that's a card for Neoform, but we got lucky, and it actually did help us win Game 1 against Neoform. That was hilarious. That was good. They drew the second Grizzlebrand.
Dumped him.
Yeah, and then after that, it was just Allosaurus aggro. Allosaurus aggro does not beat Merfolk aggro. So anyway, that's it for this week. We're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank the ManaBase.com, the MTG Mastermind, and Card Hoarder for being our sponsors. This has been Nikachu with his brother, playing with Brazen Borrower in Mono Blue Merfolk in Modern.